On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 15. Flacco, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flacco, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go pass again with Flacco. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Flacco, flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, he's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Watch number 29. Single receiver. Hey.
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Flacco. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Flacco.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Passing play. Flacco. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And now he's going to use his legs. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Steps away to, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Flacco to throw again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Flush to his right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with a couple of bitter rivals from the AFL days. Kansas City traveling west to take on Oakland. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco, escaping the pressure right. He completes this to Sutton, and he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're going with Lindsey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Flacco, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Joe Flacco with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taken in at the 22.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jake Butt. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now Flacco will lead them up as they're going to go for 2.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And the change.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On third down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Dancing to his left. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you say. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Powers through. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet half